If you like pumpkin pie and buttery shortbread, you'll love this recipe for pumpkin pie bars. In just 6 minutes, I'll show you how to make the shortbread crust, pumpkin pie filling, and creamy whipped topping. One pan will make 12 large servings or up to 48 small servings. We'll start by making a shortbread crust. In a mixing bowl, stir together 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup granulated sugar, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and if you're using salted butter, make sure to only use 1/4 teaspoon salt. Next, add 2 sticks of softened unsalted butter. And you'll want to blend this together kind of like you would do if you were making pie crust. I like to use my pastry fork for this, and it's probably my most used item in the kitchen. Mix together just until the flour is blended in. The dough will look a little crumbly, but it'll hold its shape when we press it into the pan. And that looks about right. Line a 9x13 baking pan with parchment paper. You can lightly butter or spray the parchment paper to make sure your dough doesn't stick. If you don't have parchment, just butter and flour the pan. Press the dough as evenly as you can all across the bottom of the pan. I like to use this crust recipe for lemon bars and also peach bars. Bake at 350 degrees for about 12 to 14 minutes until lightly browned around the edges. And next we'll make the pumpkin pie filling. To a mixing bowl, add 1/2 cup packed brown sugar, 1/2 cup granulated sugar, 2 heaping tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, and if you'd like to make your own, I'll leave a recipe in the description below, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. And next we'll add 15 ounces of pumpkin puree. You can use canned pumpkin, or you could roast your own sugar pumpkins and make your own pumpkin puree. Add 2 large eggs plus 1 extra egg yolk, lightly beaten. Make sure to mix together well before we add our last ingredient. Whisk in 1 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. You can switch over to a spatula and make sure everything is mixed in, and then pour into our baked crust. Tap the pan against the counter a few times to release any extra air bubbles. Bake in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 43 minutes. All ovens are different, so just keep check. When a knife comes out clean, it's all finished baking. Allow to cool, and then make some homemade whipped cream topping. Start with a chilled mixing bowl and add 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. And mix on high speed until it just begins to thicken. Add 3 tablespoons of white chocolate instant pudding mix. If you can't find white chocolate, vanilla works well too. And 1/2 teaspoon vanilla. Mix on high speed until really thick and fluffy, and I think you're going to love this. I like to add this to chocolate cream pie, coconut pie, and even strawberry shortcake. Add a big dollop of whipped cream to each piece, and top with a little extra pumpkin pie spice. This is the perfect recipe for your holiday dessert table. If you need to serve a crowd, you can get up to 48 small servings with this recipe. I've even known a few people that don't care for pumpkin pie, but they really love these bars. I really hope you'll try this recipe, and if you do, please let me know in the comments. Check out my video for 1940s diner-style pumpkin pie, honey pumpkin pie, world's best pumpkin pie, and many, many more. Also, Belgian-style pumpkin waffles, and a fall baking playlist. If you'd like printable recipes, check out my website at doublestopbakeshop.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.